Hey guys, showing you a little video on how to put back together a 360 controller. It's taken apart right now, it's pieces, just pretty simple. Here's the shell with some of the buttons in it, actually all of them, just the joysticks are missing. My friend did a really bad paint job on it, and he used the wrong kind of paint, so it gets real dirty and it scratches easily, like real easily. It got all messed up in there and just a big mess, so I had to take it all apart and he painted all the buttons. The buttons did good except for this one right here. And he didn't even paint the triggers, so yeah. But here's the shell. There's, I think, 7 screws on the back. That's going to be one here, 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 and here. And the last one is going to be right here. And there's going to be a little barcode sticker right here. Just peel it off and it's right there. But once you peel that sticker off, that voids your warranty, and you can't get a new controller after that, once that sticker's gone. So once you unscrew all that, just take it and just pop the back off. That's the back shell. And this little motherboard right here is going to be sitting in here, just like that, except the triggers are going to be up here. So it's going to be triggers there. Just imagine there's triggers here. And all you got to do is, to make it easier, just flip it over and take the joysticks and just push them in, to click them in, and it pushes the little motherboard out a little bit and just pop it right out. Just pull it over, and then you're going to see this, which behind these are just little rubber. And there goes the buttons. And the buttons, be careful with this, because if you turn it over, all the buttons fall out and like that. These are, like I said, he did a horrible paint job on it, so they're really sticky. So the home button got stuck in there. There we go. There's all the buttons. And then the D-pad, he tried to take it out and he stripped the screws in there, but all you gotta do is unscrew those 2 little screws in there. Just pull this back piece off and the D-pad will come right out, but he stripped it. Yeah. And in this is kind of a pain. I don't know if it is for everyone else, but for me, it's a pain to take off. This little piece right here. It's easy to take off, hard to put on, because you have to line it up there and there, and there, there, and there. And that's just too much trouble. But it just slides off and slides right back on. But you have to put the motherboard in before you put that back on. And then there's just 2 little things there and there. Just line them up and they slide off, no problem. And the RB and LB, the little bumpers, they're kind of hard to put back on for me, because the paint, when he spray painted it, he put the paint can too close and it put too much paint on it. So yeah, so they're kind of real sticky. But yeah, that's how you take this piece off and put it back on. Real simple. It's hard to do this one-handed. Hold up, give me like 2 seconds. Alright, sorry about that. I use 2 hands. And the buttons, if you do end up painting them, which, I mean, see this controller, the left analog stick got broken, it has damage in it, so it sticks up like that, when it's just supposed to go right back. It's not supposed to be stuck up like that. So yeah, and it's not, I cleaned it and everything, it's just broken. To replace these, you have to go onto the back side, and you have to have a soldering iron, and to unsolder there, and unsolder this, and take the whole D-pad, or the trigger system off and do a lot of soldering. It's just not worth it. Just get another controller for $30. But if you end up spray painting the buttons, all the buttons have these little kind of things on the side, and you can see them, and they line up with the buttons on here. There's like little indents, and kind of takes a little bit, so I'm not going to put it back together in the video. But yeah, and then to put if you're just changing out joysticks, all you have to do is just take the motherboard out, turn it around, and it has a little square on it. It's not just a circle. Line up the square with the square on here, and just, it clips right on, no problem. See, there you go. Works just fine, and just to take it off, just pop it off, no problem. And when you're putting the D-pad thing back on, it has to go on a certain way, and it's no problem whatsoever. That little circle right there lines up with that little circle right there, so that just kind of, that little thing, the little ring right here wraps around that. And then, yeah, that's really it. And whenever I don't know if you're supposed to do this or not, but this is just my opinion. When you put the motherboard back in, and it clips back into place, you gotta make sure it clips. When you put the little vibrators back in, make sure the wire sticks up like that. And yeah, if y'all want to, I did this for this controller a little bit while this was drying, is you don't have to have this piece on. You can take it off and the controller works just fine. I actually think it's pretty cool because you can see whenever your controller vibrates, these things just shake, and it's kind of cool. You can see inside. But yeah, that's how you take apart and put back together a 360 controller. And this controller was originally black, but like I said, my friend completely messed it up. Yeah, see, there's the inside. It's the back shell. And to take it apart, I don't know what the screwdriver's called, but you can get them on eBay for like $2, no problem. But they're like, have a little star design on the end, and you can't really tell. But it has the screws. They have a little star design. Here's the screws. They have a little star design, and they have like a little thing sticking up in the middle. So this, it gets this little special screwdriver in it. It has a little hole in the middle to go around that little pole. I don't know what I don't know what those are called, so yeah. Oh, and when you take out your triggers, just be careful because the springs shoot out and they're really easy to lose. I've lost them before and it took me forever to find them. Just like that, I almost lost it. So yeah, there you go. Now you know how to take apart and put back together an Xbox 360 controller. I hope this helped, and yeah, have fun.